Now, the the telecom operators, I believe, are the major stakeholders in this issue. I mean, what is their level of commitment towards achieving this?
Well, I want to believe that they are committed. It's not a free service, by the way. It's something that they also earn money from. You had earlier mentioned the charges for merchants. It's actually 1.25% now, but I think it's something that's going to go down at some point. In that 1.25% of that charge, some of it actually goes to telco. So it's not as if it's a free service. So some of them, like I know, are ramping up. They are upgrading the equipment in certain areas just to make sure that the connectivity is enhanced. And I think so far, with the collaboration and support from NCC, we are also working hard. We know, we know some of the issues that they also have. We understand those issues. We are working with them, trying to support as much as we can. But clearly, it's a business thing for them. They actually do make money. So it's actually in their own interest as well to make sure that the things work. And as far as I know, they're working towards that.
All right, Mr. Mano, just hold your thoughts there. Let's get back to Mr. Chuku. Well, it's since 2012. I mean, we've experienced it in Lagos and few other states. Now, how much impact would you say that this policy has actually had on Nigeria's economy so far?
Well, in terms of impact, the impact of cashless may be most pronounced in Lagos, particularly because of the level of sophistication of residents of Lagos State. I don't know if we have the same level of impact that you may have had in Lagos as in other states. But Lagos was also the pioneer state that embraced cashless. If you recall, when cashless started, people would go to supermarkets and go to ATM around the supermarket to withdraw cash and go into the supermarket to make payments. But now, you go to most supermarkets, you find a lot of Nigerians are using their cards to make payments, using the POS terminals. So you see a lot of awareness have been created. A lot of people now know they don't need to withdraw cash from ATM to make payment across the counter when they can actually use their card on a POS terminal to make their payment. Again, in terms of impact, you have to look at both the social and economic impact. In terms of social impact, you can also see that the level of haste, armed robbery, robbers coming to homes to seek for the residents has really gone down.
Yeah.
You hardly hear in Lagos that armed robbers visit people at home to demand for cash because they almost will expect that they won't get cash. So that I don't think anybody is taking cognizance of that. If you recall, before the cashless, there were several instances of armed robbers attacking bullion vehicles. I think that has also gone down drastically, not because the bullion vehicles are better armed, but because the frequency of their movement is less, and the possibility that the armed robbers will like to target them and get them is also reduced. So you find out that in terms of social benefit of the cashless policy, it has led to a reduction in the level of at least armed robbery, particularly for those that come to individual homes and demand for cash. So you can't quantify that in terms of monetary benefit. Beyond that, the benefit of cashless includes that it reduces the rate of criminality, particularly the issue of bribery. You find out that, look, most people that collect bribe do not want a trail of that activity. So they would ordinarily not want you to transfer money to them. So you find the impact of cashless it has a multiplicity benefit to the economy. But in terms of numbers, what we'll be looking at is that what is the volume of electronic payment that's taking place? I think Chidi in a better position to tell us, because they track on a daily basis. He just mentioned the volume of NEFT transactions, the volume of RTGS transactions, NIB, NIP transactions that take place on a daily basis, and the number of transactions that take place using the POS terminals. But obviously, from what you could see, you will observe there's been a lot of improvement in the use of alternative payment system other than cash. Again, efficiency in terms of payment system has also improved. Today, you can make payment of amounts, almost any amount, at time T during the banking hours. And the customer at the other end, with the recipient of that fund or the payee, will receive immediate payment. That also reduces the need for you to take cash. Because one of the reasons why people were taking cash, because some of the customers said They wanted to be sure they get value. But now, with the efficient electronic payment system, the NIP system, the RTGS system are also improved. The customers do not need you to bring physical cash for them to be sure that you're getting immediate value. That has also improved. And as you improve on these multiple payment channels, then it will engender the confidence of the general public to further embrace the cashless policy.